Hey there, it's Workbench with Workbench Quagmire, back with day 48 of our free code camp Python certification in 100-ish days. We're almost to the halfway point. We're going to go a little bit over probably on this project, as I'm kind of taking some baby steps here to also incorporate some testing in it. So if you remember from last time, we have created all of this code here, but even more code here where we've created all these tests. So we are mirroring the project from Pre-Code Camp, and it looks like, oops, I've lost my screen. So theirs is a build a budget app, and there's all these instructions here. We're going to have a category class. In our case, we're going to have a project class, a deposit. So we have a class that adds hours. By default, it budget creates the budget hours for withdrawal. We're going to have like a logging class. We're going to get balance or something like that, transfer time between projects, check how much time is on a project versus some other time. So then we're going to have a string method that's going to give us this. It's going to have the project name, and then a list of all the transactions on that project. So, and then we will do a create spend chart or create time chart of some sort that'll kind of look like this. And so what we're trying to do is mirror these tests. So far we've got the deposit. We have this ledger instance created or something close to it. So now we're going to model the withdrawal. The issue is that the withdrawal and transfer rely on the fact that there are enough time. So in this case, check funds, and checking the amount of time relies on knowing the total amount of time, which I don't even think they have a test in here for that, but we'll create a test for it. So if we look at our code, we got to go here. So we have a time budget. Here's where we create our time, logging hours. So can I log hours against a project that has no budget left? Well, I could drive it negative. But ideally, I think we would want to have some sort of warning. And so to get a warning, we have to check if there is enough time. Does the project have enough time? And then to do that, we have to understand what the balance is on the project. So we will, they didn't do it, but we'll create a test that says, hey, if I check the balance of a project, and it's going to be relatively simple, we'll just, as we see in our testing framework here, we create a empty project. We test get balance here, and so we test that it exists. So that's all we do. So now we want to write a test that says, let's go up here, and we want to project. I think that's our self.project. Yep. So this is our test project we set up during the setup of this testing suite. We're using Python's unit test. So we have a project, and then we're going to time budget. So, and the time budget requires a time. So we're going to say we're going to give this project 40 hours. And by default, it gives a description of time budget. So we're going to leave that. We're going to give it a time budget. And then we're just going to check that time budget, that this get balance finds that time budget. Remember, we don't have any of the, like, it would be a little slicker to be like, okay, we created a time budget, and then we then we logged hours against it, and then we should have X amount of hours. We don't have all that built yet. We're kind of going backwards. We're like, okay, in order to do X, you got to do, F first, or in our case, let's say we want to do X, but we have to go to Z first and finish Z so X actually works properly. So this is what we're going to do here. So, self dot assert true, that project dot ledger. Nope. What do we call it? What did we call it? Project log. And then amount equals 40. Actually, we don't want to do that. We want to check that project get balance equals 40. So there's that. Remember, we run our test. We type Python and run the file. We ran 9 tests. So the 9 tests are these methods that start with test. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But within that, we actually have individual tests. So in this case, we had one failure, and it is the failure we would expect. The project balance is not equal 40 because we don't have a way of getting the balance. So now we go over here, and what we do say is balance for item, say, just use item in self dot project log balance plus equals item amount. There we go. And then we return balance. We got red squigglies. Undefined name. So we define it first, I guess. Equals 0. There we go. Let's run a test again, see what we get. We still get one error. So amount. It's because we don't use amount. I keep going back. I keep looking at this project and I keep using the wrong thing. So it's not amount. Where did I use that? Right here. It's time. Let's just fix this real quick. There we go. All right. We passed. So now, let's actually Python. And if we go and import or from project tracker, import project, and then we can say project 1 equals a project called project 1. And we can say we want to project 1.time budget. We can give it 40 hours. And then project 1.get balance gives us 40 hours. So all of this is working now. That's all I'm going to do for this video. Next time, now that we can get a balance, we'll be able to do this has enough and do a check here. And then once we can do that, then we'll be able to log hours and do the time transfer. And then we'll be on to creating this time chart. Or actually, we're missing the string file. So next time we'll start with the string method. And we'll just, that'll be something we do in there. We won't finish it. That'll be one of the last things we do is the string method. So thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time for day 49, close to 50, of the Free Code Camp Python certification in 100 days. See you then.